Good afternoon, folks. It's BJ. I'm out doing a walk in a different area. I think I'm about 30 minutes walk from my place, so I'm a little further out today. So let's check out this neighborhood. Over here, where these new apartments are going up, for decades, that was the site of one of Philadelphia's only black-owned banks. Now, they've turned it into housing for the yuppies and the buppies. And here, there's another building. It's probably less than 5 years old, a lot less than 5 years old. It's an apartment building. And some of these neighborhoods, you can tell they're very popular because look at the bike station. All the rental bikes are gone. So these young people love to rent the bikes. I think they call them yuppies, young urban professionals. Across the way there, you'll see some traditional row homes. So one of the things I'm noticing is how rapidly gentrification is taking hold of certain areas in Philly. As I said in one of the previous episodes, oh, by the way, this is Hidden Philadelphia, Part 7. Forgot my intro. So there are so many neighborhoods that are gentrified now. I think there are many more neighborhoods that are gentrified than there are not gentrified. I gotta be careful because I almost just got run over by one of those fancy electric bikes. So let me pay attention to where I'm going. Crossing the street quickly. All right. So here, you see some more of the traditional twin style homes. The one on the left appears to have been divided into apartments. Interestingly, I have a history in this area. I had two different apartments nearby here. Both of them were very nice. But that was years ago when rents were much more affordable, shall I say. I think I'll go down this way. That building is cool. Now that one's been divided into apartments. Right up there where that bay window is, I think on the second floor. I looked in an apartment there years ago. But even then, it was way out of my price range. So, yeah, I left that alone. This little cutie across the street, that's a twin. They're both very distinctly different if you look at the two halves. Another set of twins over there. What I always found interesting about this area is that the section that was really good, it changes real fast. Or at least it did years ago. Now after gentrification, there may not even be a line of demarcation anymore between quote unquote good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods. It's getting blurry, which is overall better for the city. But one of the problems that comes along with the gentrification is the sale prices for homes go up astronomically, and the rental prices for apartments go up astronomically, which means that only a limited percentage of people can afford to continue to live in these areas. And if your salary isn't rising commensurate with the home price increases and the rent increases, well, then you got a problem, right? So, all right, here's a nice old house here. Let me turn the camera around. Look at that one. Big 3-story. There's a cupola on top. You may not be able to see from where I'm at, but it's a great area. Across the way, there's some more twins. I lived probably 3 blocks from here. But my goodness, I think that was 15 years ago. It's funny how time flies. I was gonna say it felt like 5 years ago, but it was like 15 years ago. More twins over there. That one's very stately. Here's a twin. That's pretty. Look at that. Another twin across the way. So this whole block is mostly twins. Some of them are single family still. Some of them have been divided into apartments. Across the way is a beautiful old church. I went there for something years and years ago. Maybe a concert. It's called, let's try to get closer, I can tell you. It's called St. Andrew and St. Monica Episcopal Anglican Church. Pretty little church. It literally takes up its whole lot. And look at this. Nice house sitting on the corner. So, working on my camera work. I had that camera right up in my face. Sorry, folks. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice house. Look at that one. Oh, that's pretty. That's a big one. I think that was the rectory for that church right there at one point in the past. And it says Dominican Sisters, so that probably would have been where nuns lived. Now, if they still live there or not, I don't know. But, yeah. Now here, this is a brand new building going up. Oh, no, it's not a new building. So if you look at the front with the green construction paper and the new windows, but if you look on the side, it has the old facade of the building. So you can kind of see that. You see that? But they're redoing that one, so that's pretty cool. There's another gingerbread behind there. Probably hard to see. I'm going to cross the street to try to get a better look at it, because this is not one you see every day. Look how pretty that is. Look at the fretwork on the front porch. Isn't that fabulous? That's fabulous. That's also a part of that church's property. Now, here's another church. And one thing about Philly, folks, there's a church on every corner. And these churches were built, late 1800s, early 1900s. And that's when folks, I guess, were really going to church. So this one's a Baptist church currently. I don't know what it would have been initially. But I always find it interesting because all the religions are represented. If you're around, in the neighborhood, you literally could get up on Sunday morning, cross the street, and go to your neighborhood church no matter what your denomination was. I've always found that one of the interesting parts about Philadelphia. Oh, look at that one over there. That's pretty. And that one, it looks almost in original condition. Now here's a nice one. Split in two. It's another twin, but that's a big twin. Goodness gracious. Now these are very nice houses today, and back in the day they would have been where I'm sure very well-to-do people would have lived. And like I said before, because of gentrification, they are mostly back to where very well-to-do people live now. Look at that porch. That's all I want. When I do buy my house or condo, I want a big porch or a big balcony. The pandemic really taught me how valuable outdoor space is to me. And in my current place, we have a big porch and there's a big side yard, but I guess because the house is on a busy street, we don't really use that porch. So it would be nice to have, hi, how are you? It'd be nice to have just a private porch space, That was a lady speaking to me. She's blowing the leaves out in front of her property, and she just said hi. God, look at that one. Let me zoom in. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Okay. Here's another one. This is like Twin Central over here. Oh no, that's a single. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a huge house. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I think we're going to begin to wrap up today's tour. I hope you all have enjoyed this. I love doing this. I don't know why. It brings me great joy to do this. I think just to show people the other sides of our city. People talk so much crap about Philadelphia, and it's really such a beautiful city. And unfortunately, probably fewer than 4 or 5 rough areas give us a bad reputation. But show me a major city that doesn't have a couple rough areas, and I'll show you a small town. Nowadays, even the small towns have some rough areas because drugs like fentanyl have spread into rural communities, and even the suburbs, and they're being ravaged by these drugs. So it's a problem that we need to address as a nation. I remember when Hillary Clinton spoke years ago, she was running for president, and she said something to the effect of, as long as Americans have an insatiable appetite for illegal drugs, they will always be here. So we need to figure out as a people, as a nation, why do so many people have this insatiable appetite for narcotic substances? What's so wrong with our society that people have to stay medicated and high to live their daily life? Why can't they find joy in existing sober? I'm not preaching here today. Just some things that came to mind, right? So we're gonna wrap this up. Now I see a couple more houses I'm gonna show y'all before I go. Now that's a fraternity house. Isn't that huge? Then over here in the corner, that old mansion is a place called Sabrina's Cafe. And they have great brunch. Good luck trying to get in there on a Saturday or Sunday morning. The wait is usually out the door. The lines are usually around the corner. Another fraternity house. And then look at this. This is a dorm building, I think. It's a dorm building for Drexel University. Now, when I was at University of Florida back in 19 something, our dorms did not look like that. All right, folks. My name is BJ. I hope you enjoyed Hidden Philadelphia Walking Tours Part 7. I've enjoyed doing this. I want you to take care of yourselves. And remember that my motto is that self-care is critical and must be ongoing. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next episode.